the public school system, the elementary and secondary school system, has a measurement in place for accountability and to make sure that students are learning, and it's standardized test. What do you think about the state-mandated standardized testing process that's in place now? Do you think it's an accurate measure of what students are learning?
To be completely honest, I don't. You have a lot of students that just have anxiety when it comes to testing, and their tests are not going to accurately reflect their knowledge. But unfortunately, there's such pressure put on the teachers to perform and to produce numbers that, it's unfortunate. And that pressure and anxiety from the teachers translates down to the student level as well. I know having 4 kids taking standardized testing, it's brutal. It's brutal during testing weeks. They don't sleep well. They're sick to their stomachs. They don't want to go to school. It's difficult, and I think that's really sad because they love school otherwise.
And teachers do an amazing job
They do.
every day. And I understand what you say about teachers adding stress to them and the anxiety. But for me, the fact that it's a high-stakes test, one day, one test, is the measure of you can go to the next grade level, that's the anxiety. It shouldn't be about one day. It should be about the progression of your work and how you're doing and what you're learning, and not about how well you test on one day. So I think the high-stakes testing, the fact that it's a one-time measurement of your success, it is the anxiety.
Yeah.
Driver.
We've been really fortunate. I mean, we have STAAR tests coming up next week. So we're kind of in the middle of this, right? For a 5th grader. And, we've been fortunate. He's a good tester. He does. But one of the things the teachers do that I think really does help is to lower the anxiety by talking about, hey, this is stuff that you already know. It's an easy test. He's like, my teacher says it's easy. And so I'm fine. And he's been doing it since the 3rd grade, and he can do this. He's got this, right? But I really worry about the kids that don't have that kind of confidence and maybe even skill level. Do you know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on the one-day high stakes problem. From our personal experience, it hasn't been a problem, but that doesn't mean that it isn't a problem for other children. And so it does concern me. It does.
In our home, both our children are very intelligent and very great learners, but one takes tests easily and one has test anxiety. So I get that, how that feels different to them. And it's uncomfortable, the test anxiety that doesn't really show their real progress in the way they learn. So, and everybody believes in accountability. No one's saying no accountability, but what model works best by,
Well, and having, the teachers have to teach to a test. I think that hinders, even the gifts of amazing teachers. I mean, they had standardized tests when I was in school, but I think the evolution of it has not been a good thing. Whenever you have kids that are sick to their stomach or afraid to go to school, it's, something's wrong there. And also, to me, even your SAT, if you don't like the score, you can take it again. It's like, so to put all this pressure on one day, I don't agree with it.